we haven't the faintest idea what the stock market is going to do when it opens on Monday. We never have had. We have never made, Charlie and I don't think, in all the time we've worked together, and I'll tell you something later on maybe about how learning takes place, but we have never, I don't think we've ever made a decision that where either one of us has either said or been thinking we should buy or sell based on what the market is going to do.
No.
Or for that matter, on what the economy is going to do. We don't know. And the interesting thing is, sometimes I get some credit someplace for the fact that, how wonderful it was that we were optimistic in 2008 and when everybody was down on stocks and all that sort of thing. We spent a big percentage of our net worth at a very dumb time. and I shouldn't say we, it's I. We spent about $15 or $16 billion, which was a lot bigger to us then than it is now. We spent it in the last few weeks. There was a period of 3 or 4 weeks between Wrigley and Goldman Sachs and General. At a terrible time.
Worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
The Dow traders are standing there watching in amazement, and I don't blame them.
We're now down 43%.
Almost everything there completely wiped out. And the NASDAQ, everything and more has been completely wiped out.
Let's talk about the speed with which we are watching this market deteriorate.
As it turned out, I mean, I didn't know it was going to be a good time or a bad time, but it was a really dumb time. And I wrote an article for the New York Times and Buy America and all these things. Well, if I'd had any sense of timing and waited 6 months until, I think the low was in March, and in fact, I think I was on CNBC maybe that day or something, but I totally missed that opportunity. I totally missed, in March of 2020. We have not been good at timing. We have been reasonably good at figuring out when we were getting enough for our money, and we had no idea when we bought anything. Well, we always hoped it would go down for a while so we could buy more, and we hoped even after we were done buying and ran out of money that if it was cheap, the company would keep buying, and in fact taking our interest up. I mean, that's stuff you could learn it in 4th grade, but it's not what's taught in school. And I mean, so never give us any credit. Well, actually, give us all the credit. I mean, go out and tell everybody how smart we are, but we aren't. We haven't ever timed anything. We've never figured out insights into the economy. I mean, when I was 11 years old, March 12th, I guess, 1942, March 11th, I bought stock when the Dow was 90, well, it was 101 in the morning. It was 99 at the end of the day, I think. And, now it's 34,000, or maybe it's 1,000 less than it was on Thursday. But I just, it's one decision.